Welcome to a new edition of Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and here are some of the news stories we're covering for you this week. We have important Community Association news. Reporter Chris Chase covered Hardeeville's first Friday meeting with Superintendent of Schools Rachel Anderson. And our news team covered the ever-popular Double Vision Art Photography event. Our medical consultant, Dr. Lou Valenti, visits our studio with another informative Health Matters report. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News with Norma Taylor and the Sun City News team, covering our community and the Lowcountry.
The February issue of Sunsations is available to read online now at suncityhiltonhead.org. Just scroll down to the Sunsations magazine icon and click Learn More to start reading. The 2019 Schedule of Fees and Community Rules will be delivered with the February issue of Sunsations. You can also view the document at suncityhiltonhead.org. Just log in, scroll down, and click the Documents link in the Community Library section. Then select Governing Documents. A tech help desk is available to help residents with the community's new technology every Friday by appointment only. The next sessions will be from 9 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. on Friday, February 8th. Tech help sessions will continue every Friday at varying time slots by appointment only. Sign up in the seminar binder at Lifestyle Services. Come and see the natural beauty of Sun City on the Golf Course Nature Tours. New dates have been added for tours at Hidden Cypress and Okatee Creek golf courses. Reserve your spot by signing up at Lifestyle Services. For more information about these events and other community activities, check your email inbox for eNews Weekly or log on to suncityhiltonhead.org. Chris Chase talks with Superintendent of Schools Rachel Anderson.
Well, the First Friday is becoming a very, very popular event here in Sun City, and we're fortunate today to have Rochelle. Congratulations on your new appointment as superintendent.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now, I hear you have a lot of challenges coming up. What are your plans?
Well, our plans are to embrace those challenges. We don't call them challenges by far. We call them opportunities. And they're opportunities for us to certainly assess where we are, most certainly, to make certain that we are keeping our students first, and that whatever decisions that we make, that they are the center of what our choices and our decisions are. So we're keeping academics at the forefront. We are making certain that the decisions that we make are futuristic to a point that we understand that we are building a foundation for our children to be successful in their endeavors. And so academically, we want to be sound enough to make sure that as we are building that foundation, that our students can leave college and or career ready. And so we want them to be able to be contributors of society and be globally competitive in all that they do. And so we're embracing it by making sure that we have structures in place, the right people in the right seat on the bus, and we are doing it wholeheartedly together collaboratively.
Now, speaking of people on the bus, could you use volunteers, and what type of volunteers do you need?
Well, we need all types of volunteers. We need individuals to come into classrooms and work with teachers as well as students. We need individuals to even possibly help teachers file papers, to help teachers take classes to the lunchroom, to be lunch buddies. We can definitely use volunteers in all capacities, and in order to do that, there is a link on our website, www.jcsd.net. And if you were to log in, you will go to the volunteer page. LaShonda Grant is our public information officer, and she will actually take that application online after completion, follow it through the process of getting everyone in, complete a background check. We pay for the background check, and we get you started.
Well, that's wonderful, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of Sun City volunteers. And thanks for your new appointment.
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me.
Back to you, Norma.
Our news team checked out the annual Double Vision Art Show at Pinckney Hall, where artists and photographers put their talents together to create a visual display. I'm here with Nancy Hall, and Nancy is president of the art club,
Yes.
and also a participant in this art and photography event. And Nancy, tell us about your submission.
Well, this is my painting, and it is acrylic painting, and it's Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia on 9/11. And my partner, Mary Jane Zabinski, took the picture. What I liked about it is just that it's the calm in the cove, and you can see the storm brewing. And my painting is a little bit more dramatic, I think, but I think I wanted to get that representation.
I'm here with Rick Taylor. Rick, how many years have you been participating in this double vision?
This is the first year I've done it. Yeah.
First year, so you're a rookie.
I'm a rookie.
All right, now, I always like to hear a rookie's experience. What was it like? What was the decision-making process in this?
Well, you get together with the artist. I was the photographer, and you get together with the artist, and you come up to some common ground, what the artist wants to do and what you want to do, and come together with that.
Now, how many photographs? You're the photographer.
Yeah.
That's your skill. And how many did you present to your artist for her to select?
Well, at the beginning, I presented a couple of different ones that I would really like, but the problem was they just didn't fit her technique and so forth. So we went through probably 100, 150 photos on my computer, and we came up with this.
Now, tell us about this beautiful cultural representation we're seeing.
This is when we were in, my wife and I were in China, and as soon as you go through the Forbidden City, where there's nobody in there doing anything as far as selling things or anything, you walk out into the marketplace, and there's people everywhere selling things and food and.
I'm here with Ellen Demerit, and Ellen, you are not a participant here. You are coming in here to judge the entrance in this show.
Yes, I am. I'm a spectator. Yes, and everything's wonderful. Everything's just perfect.
So have you made a decision? There are 3 categories that you have to choose from. One is the pair, one is the painting, and one is the photograph. So think hard. And
I will.
Do you think you know who you're going to pick?
I have a pretty good idea. I really do. But I'm going to take my time and really look and enjoy the evening.
Seen some fantastic pictures and artists here, amazing talent. And on Sunday, we'll be back here to find out who the winners are of the pairings, of the painting, and of the photograph. When we come back, our medical consultant, Dr. Lou Valenti, brings us another Health Matters report. Reporter Joanne Hines interviews the organizers of the upcoming Synchronet show. And we'll fill you in on what's coming up on Extra in February. We'll be right back after these important messages. The role of the heart is to pump blood. Unlike other pumps, the heart is made up of parts that can wear out or break down. Our medical consultant, Dr. Lou Valenti, is here to tell us how and why heart failure occurs and the consequences. Dr. Lou?
Heart failure occurs as a result of anatomical changes in the heart muscles. Let's take a minute to review the anatomy. The heart is like a duplex house with 2 floors. The right side top floor, the atrium, receives the used blood from the body and sends it downstairs to the ventricle, the pumping station, which then pumps the blood to the lungs to pick up oxygen. Then the oxygenated blood is then returned to the left atrium, which sends the blood downstairs to the pumping station, which pumps it out via the aorta to the rest of the body. There are 2 types of heart failures, systolic and diastolic, just like the blood pressure. They both involve the ventricles. Let's take a look at the slide. The heart on the left is in systolic failure. You will notice that the heart is larger and the muscles are weak, thin, and flabby. Therefore, it cannot generate enough power to propel enough blood to the lungs. The heart on the right is in diastolic failure. It is smaller and the walls are thicker and stiff. Consequently, there's not enough blood to be pumped into the body to satisfy its needs. Heart failure can begin at either ventricle and can eventually affect both. These are serious, incurable, and potentially fatal conditions. Signs and symptoms include weakness, fatigue, shortness of breath, and swelling in the legs. In a mild case, you may just become tired or out of breath, but this can eventually occur at rest as well. Causes include coronary artery disease, poor lifestyles, including smoking, alcohol, inactivity, poor diet, overweight, high cholesterol, hypertension, and high salt intake. Other causes include heart valve problems, irregular rhythms, heart defects, thyroid, and kidney diseases. Treatments are aimed at slowing down the progression of the disease, and they include lifestyle changes, medication, cardiac rehabilitation program, nutritional counseling, and stress management. As a closing note, it's never too late or too early to start improved lifestyle changes. I'm Dr. Lou Valenti for Health Matters.
The Synchronet Swim Show is coming to the Perrysburg Pool this month. Here to tell us all about it is our reporter and Synchronet, Joanne Hines, with Mitzi Hawley and Deborah Murray.
Well, I'd like to welcome the Synchronet show producer, Mitzi Hawley, and the director, Deborah Murray.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning, Joe. And she happens to be the MC for our show this year, JoJo Hines.
Thank you, Deborah. We have an unusual show this year for the theme. Please tell us about it, Deborah.
Well, every year we get together in the spring to decide the theme for the next year's show, and we decided that this year the song should be about heroes and villains. One song has both heroes and villains, and then we choose the title of the show in May, and it is Swimming in the Pool of Good and Evil.
And Mitzi?
And our choreographers, they come up with their own songs and their own ideas, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, JoJo. You want to tell us about what it's like? She's in charge of the closing this year, and
well, it's like herding cats. I like the heroes and villains theme, and the Raiders seemed like the natural choice. And Deborah, what are the other choices of the choreographers this year?
Well, we have some murderesses in the pool and cell block tango. We also have Mac the Knife. We have Santana's Evil song. We have Let It Go, which is good and evil. We have Heroes and Villains, which is also good and evil. And we have some other
patriotic songs.
The Green Beret, that's a very touching routine.
And Mitzi, in the Pool of Good and Evil is presented in the Perrysburg Pool this year, right?
it is. We're turning the Perrysburg Pool into the Pool of Good and Evil, and we're going to do that on February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The 22nd is Friday, and that'll be a 3 p.m. show. Then the 23rd is 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then on the 24th, it'll also be at 3 p.m., and that'll be our final show on Sunday. And you can buy tickets already. We're selling them Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at Magnolia Hall, and they're only $10 each.
At what time are we selling them in Magnolia Hall?
Oh, from 9 to 11 a.m.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Well, everybody's looking forward to the show this year, and I'm sure. And what we say, girls, come to the pool and swim with us.
In the pool of
good
and evil.
You see so many stories here on Sun City TV News, but did you know that you can see extra coverage of some of our interviews and features? Joanne Hines and Georgia Lash are here to tell you about how that happens in our monthly show, Extra.
Each month, Georgia and I sit at this desk to co-anchor our show, Extra.
Our show Extra isn't just deja vu news. We're not repeating, we're expanding coverage from our weekly SCTV news. When you watch the news, you see the key points of each story, but it's brief. And often we have so much extra good coverage that didn't fit in the news format. In other words, what we used to call left on the cutting room floor.
What you'll see on our February show will feature the tech update and how the Computer Club members lent their expertise to the tech launch. You'll hear from the Silver Striders, who step out to help us increase our activity and also challenge us competitively.
You'll see the very successful Roadrunners wine tasting, silent and live auction held for charity. We've got the exclusive on-air reveal of how much they raised.
You'll also get a peek behind the scenes look at how we produce our SCTV news and shows.
So think of our show extra like ice cream. You need that scoop to start, but think how much better it is with an extra scoop and extra toppings.
So look in your Sensations or the Sun City website for extra show times. Check us out on Spectrum or Hargray or online streaming from the Sun City website or YouTube.
There's still much more to come on Sun City News. Randy Selman's ready with an entertainment report. We'll hear wild music from Pickney Hall. Then Ray Tapio fills us in with sports news. We'll return after some messages from our sponsors. Well, it's time for entertainment, and Randy's here. So Randy, February celebrates, we have President's Days, we have Groundhog Day, and we have Valentine's Day. So what are you thinking about?
Well, Norma, I'm not thinking of groundhogs, and I'm not thinking of presidents. I'm thinking about love. Speaking of love, tickets are on sale for one of the greatest love stories of all time, The Sleeping Beauty. Why not share the love and take someone to Magnolia Hall to see South Carolina Ballet perform the timeless classic, The Sleeping Beauty? The show premieres on Friday, March 8th. You can get more information about the stunning ballet and buy tickets at Lifestyle Services. Another way to show your love is to order some tickets to hear the Evolution Big Band. Under the direction of Sun City's own David Fleming and sponsored by the Sun City Lions Club, the band will be performing on Thursday, February 21st at the Technical College of the Lowcountry. Founded in 2004 as the Stardust Orchestra, the all-volunteer group includes some of the top jazz musicians in the Lowcountry who are committed to keeping big band music alive, relevant, and contemporary. With a library of more than 2,000 arrangements spanning a range of swing and jazz styles, the band features songs made popular by Glenn Miller, Frank Sinatra, Count Basie, plus upbeat arrangements by the Tonight Show Orchestra, Buddy Rich, Michael Bublé, and Nat King Cole, among others. As big band music styles have evolved over the years, the musical repertoire of the band has changed accordingly. The band changed its name to the Evolution Big Band in 2017 to reflect the changing nature of its music. The Evolution Band frequently performs at churches and other local venues in support of local charitable endeavors. To date, the band has raised more than $150,000 to support worthy nonprofit organizations in the Lowcountry, and this concert will benefit the Beaufort County Arts Council. Tickets are $25 and available online at BeaufortArtCouncil.org. Conductor David Fleming will be my guest on next week's show, so be sure to tune in. I'm Randy Selman, and that's your entertainment report. Remember, life is so entertaining. Go out and enjoy the show.
So let's see a show of hands. How many of you went all out for the holiday? No, I'm not talking about Christmas or New Year's or Martin Luther King Day. I'm talking about the big day. Monday, January 28th, was National Gazoo Day. At least that's what the website nationalgazooday.com claims. Now, according to the site, National Gazoo Day celebrates 167 years of gazoo playing in America on an instrument that was invented in the 1840s and unveiled to the world at the Georgia State Fair in 1852. Now here in Sun City, Jerry White and the Strummer Ukulele Band held an impromptu roving performance of holiday Gazoo carols. And yes, that's carols, spelled with the K. Cameraman Ed Harper was on hand as the revelers got their buzz on. Let's listen in.
Is it really?
Well, Ray is here with a sports report. Ray, you never run out of news on winners and Sun City sports clubs.
That's because we have so many of both. How about our ladies' combo tennis team, the Claymates, winning the USTA Tri-Level Championship against teams from Hilton Head and CCTA, that's Coastal Carolina Tennis Association leagues. The captain, Joe Ellen Bittner, sure can be proud of these ladies as they came home with a 10-0 record. Take a look at one happy bunch of champs. Hey golfers, you do not have to lug your clubs for this special event on the courses. Starting February 24th through the month of March, there will be a golf course nature trail tour to absorb the beautiful flora and fauna here in Sun City. You can hop on your golf cart and take a guided tour. Check out the dates and sign up at Lifestyle Services in Pinckney Hall. Oh, you don't have to be a golfer to enjoy this one. A hearty welcome goes out to all new sports club presidents and the hardy ones that remained on the job. I know you'll be busy during the new year, and I hope you'll keep me posted so we may cover your events. As you know, we have some of the finest sports here in Sun City, and they surely have a lot of experience. So go out and get your game on. Ray Tapio for Sun City Sports.
That's our show for this week. Thank you for watching. We invite you to check out Sun City TV's weekly program schedule in Sensations magazine. And now check highlights and alerts on Twitter at SunCityTVHHI. Also, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. And make sure you tune in next week to find out all the news that's happening in our community. In the meantime, I hope your week is full of only good news. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor, and I'll see you next week.